Probably good. Maybe good. Maybe probably good. Possibly good. We're looking good. Audio looks fine. Everything looks a-okay. Dr. Delay is live. We got the notification that we are good. Welcome to another edition of me calling random games. I am Dr. Delay. And I wouldn't say we got a good one for you, but we got a game for you. We got the Cleveland Guardians, aka the formerly known as the Cleveland Indians. I just had to put that one in there. As they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates coming in here with a 8-13 record. The Guardians are a 10-9. Wow, what in the world's going on? But yeah, the Guardians 10-9, Pittsburgh 8-13. Pittsburgh did lose yesterday, or Cleveland won yesterday. I shouldn't just say everything as a biased Pirates fan. I could cover all games, but I guess I do cover more Pirates stuff. But anywho, yeah, the Guardians coming here today. They come off a win. We can look at the MLB standings. Can't see because that's blocking, so I do apologize. But the Chicago Cubs leading the NL Central with a 13-9 record. They are followed by the Brewers at 11-9, Cincinnati at 10-10, Cardinals at 9-11. Pittsburgh is at the bottom with an 8-13 record. In the NL East, we have the Mets at 13-7, the Phillies 12-8, though they are up on the Marlins. I do know that for sure. Marlins at 8-11, the Nationals are 7-12, and the Braves are 6-13. Moving to the NL West, dominating a very, very competitive NL West. The Padres 15-5, the Dodgers are 15-6, the Giants are 13-7, the Diamondbacks are 12-8, and the Rockies are 3-15. They are just kind of there. The Yankees leading the AL East with a 13-7 record. They are followed by the Blue Jays 12-8, the Red Sox 11-10, Orioles 8-11, and the Tampa Bay Rays are 8-12. In the AL Central, again, this is where the Guardians play. The Tigers leading in the AL Central with the 12-8 record. The Guardians are 10-9. The Royals are 8-13. The Twins are 7-13. And the White Sox are on the bottom with a 4-15 record. And the last division in Major League Baseball, the AL West, the Rangers are 12-8. The Angels are 10-9. Pardon me. The Mariners are 10-10. The Astros are 9-10. And the Athletics, who don't have a name, or a first name, I should say. They're just called the Athletics, but I'll just still call them the Oakland Athletics. They are at 9-11. Starting today for the Pirates is their ace, Paul Skenes. He's coming in here today with a 2.96 ERA. He has a 2-1 record on the year. He has decisions in 3 of his 4 starts. Probably should be 4-0 at the very worst, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes being a Pirates fan. Pirates are just miserable for the most part. Pardon me, Pirates, yes. So anyway, yeah, Paul Skenes is 2-1 with a 2.96 ERA. He is the Pirates starter for today. The Pirates batting, or I'll go over the lineup for the Guardians first, since they are indeed hitting first. Stephen Kwan, I believe, is batting first. Jones batting second. Ramirez batting third. That's Jose Ramirez. Batting fourth is Manzardo. Batting fifth is Carlos Santana. Batting sixth is Naylor. I believe it's Bo Naylor. I'll get the names as we continue on. I do apologize. Schieneman batting eighth. I think I may have skipped Martinez. I don't know. Whatever. Martinez at 7, Schieneman at 8, and Rocchio. I want to say that's Rocchio. I am a little bit Italian, so I guess I can somewhat pronounce stuff like that. I'm not too sure. That could be Raccio. And then for the Pirates, Cruz DHing. He's leading the team in home runs with 5. Brian Reynolds, batting second. He's in right. Brian Hayes at third. He's at third, of course. And Manuel Valdez at fourth at batting cleanup. I guess, I don't know. I don't understand why he's batting fourth, but it is what it is. OPS 746, which is high for the Pirates. Anyway, Tommy Pham in left, batting fifth. Adam Frazier batting sixth. He's at second. Jared Triolo is in the seventh hole. He's at short. Jack Sawinski batting eighth. He's in center. And Henry Davis batting ninth. He is catching today. And I was just told by Greg Brown, the Pirates announcer, that David Bednar is back for today. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, that's been an interesting experiment for the year. David Bednar's been really, really struggling, I'd say, since last year. Even though maybe before that, kind of showed some inconsistencies earlier, but for the most part, he was fine. But now he's been hit around. So we're gonna hopefully get a different David Bednar, sending him down. Maybe it helps him out. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I think he needs to learn a few more pitches. But that's just my, casual self kind of injecting that type of, or my insight there. As again, we are returning back to Pittsburgh now. We are waiting for some commercials to play there. Starting on the bump for the Guardians will be a Lively. Again, I think of Blake Lively for some reason. It is Ben Lively. That is not Blake Lively. He's 0-2 on the year with a 4.87 ERA. Whip is 1.33, so ERA is probably a little high compared to what the whip is. So, he's not doing too bad, I guess, though. I guess Guardian fans would probably disagree. But again, Paul Skenes is on the mound to start this one for the Pirates. He is the ace. He is the guy that whenever he's pitching, we have a chance to win, which is more than I can say for the other guys. Which, the starting pitching for the Pirates hasn't really been that bad. Heaney's in the twos, I believe. During the next commercial, I'll try to pull up the Pirates starting rotation. So, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm thinking that the Pirates have decent pitching. But really, the story is, we didn't get any bats in the offseason, so that was really annoying. No, wait, we did get Tommy Pham. My bad. All right, Quan, Nolan Jones, Jose Ramirez, Kyle Manzardo, Carlos Santana, Bo Naylor, Angel Martinez, Daniel I want to listen to Schneeman. It is Schneeman. Oh, I missed that. I think it's Brian Rocchio batting ninth. Again, Paul Skenes is 2-1 on the year, 2.96 ERA. He has 26 strikeouts, so he's averaging just over a strikeout an inning. Opponent batting average is 169. He has been amazing. Had one rough outing where he allowed a lot of runs, but I think he allowed 5 runs, but only allowed 6 hits and a walk. So it's just unlucky that 7 of those base runners came across. I'm not trying to excuse the guy, but that's pretty impressive. So that's going to bring up Stephen Kwan. Again, I did miss yesterday's game. I do know that Cleveland won. I was busy, unfortunately. That's why I had to call another game. The Cubs D-backs yesterday. That was an exciting game. Oh my goodness, that was a game to call for sure. All right, Stephen Kwan's going to step in as he faces Paul Skenes. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. 99 miles per hour on the gun, and that should update soon, so don't worry about the game day app or whatever. Here's the 1-0. Kwan pops it up. Shallow center field. Jack Sawinski is there to make the catch. 2 pitches, 1 out here. That's going to bring up Nolan Jones. He's batting 140 OPS is at 484, so not exactly a hot start for him on the season. Let me actually refresh this because I feel like that's just bugging out. All right, here's the pitch to Jones. That's going to be inside for strike one. What a call. Oh, man. We like it. Live well. Bro, mad about the game. SMH Defects came back just to... I know, man. That was crazy. Well, it's good to see you again. How's it going? Yeah, I definitely wasn't too thrilled about the Cubs coming back. That's going to be inside for ball one. About the same, so maybe a little bit higher. This thing is lagging. I don't understand. So I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. Here's the 1-1. Right down the middle. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Yeah, that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game yesterday. I got lucky that I was able to call that game. And then official Jaguar, he couldn't call the game. So I was able to rack in some good views here. 1 and 2 pitch. That one is fouled off. Yeah, I had a great time yesterday. The chat was pretty active. The game was fantastic towards the end of the game. At first, it was 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th. You know, it was kind of boring. Here's the 1-2. And Jones singles into center. Sawinski is there to retrieve it and throw it back inside, so that's going to hold Jones at first. But, yeah, the Cubs unfortunately came back, and it is what it is, though, you know. It's not like the Pirates are any threat to the Cubs, but I guess I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice to see the Cubs lose, but I don't think I'm torn up about it. You know, if the Pirates were winning, then, yeah, I'd be like, come on, D-backs. What are you doing? All right, in steps Jose Ramirez. That first pitch is outside for ball one. Runner on first, Jose Ramirez. He's a living legend, batting .266, OPS of 849, 4 home runs, and 8 RBIs. 1-0 count. Big swing and a miss by Jose Ramirez. The count moves to 1-1. Runner on first due to the single by Nolan Jones, pushing his OPS above 500. And we got a pickoff attempt. That was close. Not quite, though. Still a 1-1 count as we show this replay over and over again. Here's the 1-1. And got Jose to foul it back. So the count moves to 1-2. But yeah, yesterday called the D-backs. That's what Livewell talked about. I'm not sure if I don't know if you were there, Livewell. But yeah, no, it was a crazy game. Crazy game. Cubs D-backs. That was fantastic. Here's the 1-2. Actually, it's going to be a pickoff attempt, but that one is no threat to Nolan Jones. One hit here in the inning, thanks to Nolan Jones, of course. Here is the 1-2 from Skenes. Rounder back to Skenes, but Skenes tried to barehand it, and he's not able to get it. Went off his right hand, so I don't know. That might be a little bit nerve-wracking. Skenes is saying he's fine immediately. He's like, I'm fine. Oh, man, yeah, that's a little scary. Having Skenes reach out for it with his throwing hand. Let's go ahead and look at the replay here. Skenes try to... It looks like, so he wanted to, but then he wanted to, like, kind of go back because, man. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, we got runners on first and second. Skenes may throw a few here just to kind of stretch it out. I'm not too sure. That's going to bring up Kyle Manzardo. He's batting 190. OPS, though, despite being at 190, OPS is at 785, so that means he has either really good on base or really good slugging. Runners on first and second. 1 out. And that pitch is fouled back for strike one. If you like what you see, guys, feel free to subscribe. I'll go into all that later down the road. Yeah. You'll get tired of that eventually. Here is the 0-1 from Skenes. And he fouls this one back. So that makes the count 0-2. Haven't quite seen the stats yet. Waiting for it. Come on. Pittsburgh Sportsnet. Me and Pittsburgh Sportsnet do not get along. I've been very critical of their coverage and just like they will cut back and there's already 2 pitches already pitched in the inning. Very annoying. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside for ball 1. I was on the lake fishing, but watching updates, D-backs down 1-7 until I know like it was 2-1. The D-backs or the Cubs are up. Hold on. Here's the 1-2. Well, there it is. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. So it was 2-1. Cubs were up. Then the Cubs went up, I believe, 6 or 7-1. And then the D-backs score 10 in the top of the 8 to make it 11-7. And then the Cubs score 2, they score 5. We got a little chopper here to second. Handled well. There's 1 and 2. A double play. Skenes gets out of there with the ground ball to Adam Frazier, and they are able to turn the double play. So we head to the bottom of the first. The Cleveland Guardians, 2 hits, no runs there. So it's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. I butchered that call. My bad. That's on me. But anywho, yeah, no, that was a crazy game. So it was 11-7 heading into the bottom of the 8th. And then the Cubs, I believe, score like 6 or 7 to make it 11-14. I want to say 14-11. Was that the score? I'm not too sure. It may have been something different, but yeah, pretty much it was just crazy. 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th, and the score, it ends up being insane. I think it was 14-11. But anyway, if you like what you see, guys, feel free to subscribe. I'm just a little old YouTuber trying to, part-time YouTuber. Obviously, I'm part-time at a job, part-time here. But yeah, just trying to call as many games as possible. I actually got a request yesterday. I will be doing an NBA game next Sunday. I may do one during the week, but I am for sure doing one next Sunday since he requested it. And that is what I'm about to say. If you like for me to cover a game and I'm able to do so, if I'm off that day, which Sundays I work till about noonish. I work the really early shift that day. Come back, I should be free in the afternoon. You can recommend it. Just feel free to comment down below, and I'll be sure to I'll let you know if I can or can't, or I'll do everything I can to call it. But yeah, feel free to subscribe to catch random games that I call. Football is kind of my main thing, but I do a lot of baseball. I did a lot of college basketball, and we're about to do an NBA game. Why did they didn't make the change on the pitcher after he gave up the first home run on the bottom of the 8th? I don't know. The bullpens for both teams yesterday were terrible. Like, I think the bullpens hated their own teams, apparently. It was pretty atrocious. But yeah, feel free to comment down below as well. Chat about sports, chat about whatever. I will respond. Again, that's one of the benefits of me being not so popular or not well known, is that comments are gonna move pretty slow. Big swing and a miss by O'Neal Cruz, so the count moves to 0-2. So talk about whatever. I will respond unless it's just terrible, and I will not respond to disgusting or gross comments. Keep it civilized, if you can. Here's the 0-2 inside ball 1. That was close. O'Neal Cruz had a home run yesterday. I believe it was, I remember seeing that. It was early in the game, in the first. So here's the 1-2, and Cruz fouls this one back to stay alive. So the count stays at 1-2. 1-2 count to Cruz. And Cruz sends this one to left. But under it is Quan to make the catch for out number 1. It's going to bring up Brian Reynolds. He's batting .222 on the year, OPS of .680. So, again, they're trying. The Pirates' bats are trying to wake up, but really isn't much talent to wake up. Brian Reynolds obviously being the consistent guy for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz obviously has the potential to be great. He's shown flashes already this year, already at 5 home runs. Here's the first pitch to Reynolds. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 count to Reynolds. Reynolds grounds this to second. Throws on a first for out number 2. Reynolds did try to run that out, but unable to get there in time. It's going to bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes batting in the 3-hole. He is batting 194, OPS of 554. So, again, trying to... Hopefully, this is the year it comes together for him. Off to a slow start there. That's in there for a called strike. Look like the Marlins and the Phillies about to have the same outcome as the D-backs. Really? I know the Phillies are up like 11 to... or 10-3 or 10-4 at one point. So I'll have to look at that. It's interesting. That's going to be outside for ball 1. I got to do scoring updates. You're right. Yeah, I got to do score updates. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Let me go ahead and get that ready. Yesterday, I was so out of rhythm. That was the only game going on, so I didn't do any scoring updates. Look at me. I already forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be high for ball 2. 3-1 count for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 2. 3-2 count here for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Again, he's batting 194 on the year, 554 OPS. Pirates trying to get on in the inning. Hayes hits this one down the right field line. Unfortunately, a bounce that went Cleveland's way, so that's going to hold up Hayes at first, but that was a hot shot down the right field line. So he's going to get on here with a single. That's going to bring up Emmanuel Valdez, batting 233, 746 OPS. Apparently he's doing pretty well when he bats 4th, so I was hating on it, but apparently he's 4 for 10 in this spot. So, hey, maybe he appreciates the good spot in the order as this first pitch is fouled back. 233 batting average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs for Emmanuel Valdez. Pirates hopefully can get some runs and get Skenes the dub today. Here's the 0-1. Valdez sends this one right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone. Wait a second. The umpire said foul. Valdez is pointing to Shelton. Whoa, wait a second. That ball was crushed. I thought it was gone. It looked gone. Hold on here. Okay, so the call on the field is a foul ball, but they are going to review it. It's not a Pirates challenge. I wish I could. I can't even see the ball in this review. I think that might be a foul ball, unfortunately. Jeez. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be a foul ball. Dang it. Oh, he crushed it, but it does just go right of the pole. Man, I may have jumped the gun there on the call. I do apologize. It's on me. On me right there. So it's going to be a foul ball. Valdez is going to get back. And we have a mixture of cheers and jeers. As Valdez will get back into the batting box there. It's 0-2 count. Cabrian on first. Valdez now getting back into the box here as he gets set to reface Lively. Runner on first. 2 outs. And we got a pickoff attempt, so we're still just waiting for this final outcome here. An 0-2 count to Valdez. Valdez batting .233 on the year, but he bats .400 when he's batting in the 4-hole at cleanup. Here's the 0-2. Valdez pokes at it, sends this one to left. Quan is under it to make the catch for out number 3. So 1 hit there for the Pirates, but we head to the top of the second with no score, 0-0. All right, doing a score update here. Wow, okay, so the Phillies just won, and the Marlins, so they won 11-10. The Marlins scoring 6 at the top of the ninth. So, yeah, they really tried to do that Cubs D-back stuff, but that was not happening. In the bottom of the bottom of the 7th, we have the Cubs up 6-1 over the D-backs. In the bottom of the 4th, we have the Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Mariners. In the top of the 2nd, we have the Cardinals and the Mets tied at 0 apiece. In the top of the 2nd, we have the Dodgers and Rangers at 0 apiece. In the bottom of the 1st, we have the Baltimore Orioles up 2-1 over the Cincinnati Reds. In the as we head to the 2nd inning here for the Nationals Rockies, they are tied at 0 apiece. In the bottom of the 1st, the Red Sox and White Sox are knotted up at 0. Yankees up 2-0 over the Rays in the top of the 1st, and that is all we got for today. As far as games that have already ended, only one has ended other than the Phillies game. The Tigers defeat the Royals 3-1 today in Detroit. If you like what you see, folks, feel free to subscribe. I cover random games. It's been a lot of Pirates games lately, but if you look back at my history yesterday, covered that Cubs and D-backs game, and that was an exciting game. Well, it wasn't really for the first few 5, 6, 7 innings there, but it really ended up being awesome. Yeah, that was a great game. But again, you can recommend games too. You can chat down below. Sports stuff is highly recommended. I mean, you want to talk about whatever you want, it's whatever. But yeah, we're just all hanging out. We're all sports fans here. But yeah, again, you can recommend games that if I'm able to cover, I will cover. So that's pretty much it. All right, top second. Here is Carlos Santana. The first pitch is inside for ball 1. Had a little brain fart there. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be inside for ball 2. Just missed the corner there. Carlos Santana is batting .260, OPS of .699. Here's the 2-0. Santana fouls this one back. I believe it went off Henry Davis. So the count moves to 2-1. 2-1 count here to Santana. Skenes hopefully gets some run support here, as that's been an issue for him in his starts. Or the bullpen not holding, but that was more so in the Marlins. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Carlos Santana, former Pirate for, about half a year? But I'll tell you what, he did pretty well in the black and gold. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. Strike 3. And that's going to bring up Bo Naylor, the catcher for Cleveland. He is batting .214 with an OPS of .687. Yeah, Santana was way out in front of that one, so he was expecting the fastball. Here's the first pitch to Naylor. That is curveball that gets to the backstop there. 1-0 count. Naylor has 2 home runs and 6 RBIs on the year. Here's the 1-0. Tried to backdoor him there, but it just misses for ball 2. 2-0 count to Bo Naylor. Here's the pitch. And that one chopped back. So the count moves to 2-1. Again, feel free to comment down below. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. We do this for fun. We're just hanging in there, hanging out with everyone. Here's the 2-1. Naylor sends this one to center field. Slawinski's still moving at the warning track, and he makes the catch as he gently falls into the wall for a loud out number 2. Slawinski is pretty fast, so he is able to cover a lot of ground there. Probably about 390 feet. That's going to bring up Angel Martinez. He's batting .381 on the year, .935 OPS. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Just missed. Did catch the corner, but the umpire did not give it to him that time. Did give it to him in the first, though. Here's the 1-0. And Angel fouls this one back. So the count moves to 1-1. .381 batting average again. OPS, really good. .935, 0 home runs, 3 RBIs. So looking at that, doesn't look like he's played too much. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-1 count for Martinez. And big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Right down the middle. But with that much break, it's pretty hard to hit that. 2-2 count. I believe we have a batter timeout. Oh, no, we don't. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one way out in front of that one to the right side in the crowd. Cleveland-Pittsburgh, a football rivalry, not really much a baseball rivalry. Here's the 2-2. Inside for ball 3. The count is now full. I don't really see many Cleveland fans, but, you know, I mean, we did hear the cheering and jeering earlier. Thanks for broadcasting the Pirates. Well, hey, that's my pleasure. Hot shot to second. Frazier handles it well. Throws on to first for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Guardians as we head to the bottom of the second. Your score is 0-0. But, yeah, you're welcome, Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm a Pirates fan, so it makes it a lot easier to pick this game. But, again, to the others here, I do call other games, so if you do have recommendations, you can make the call. You just got to let me know. If not, I pick one, and it most likely will be something Pittsburgh-related or, you know, just a matchup that I want to see. And this is also for football season, too. Football, I don't know. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Some scoring updates from around the league. Cubs up 6-1 in the top of the 8th over the D-backs. The Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Mariners at the top of the 5th. Cardinals, Mets still tied 0 apiece in the bottom of the 2nd. Dodgers, Rangers, same thing, 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Orioles up 2-1 over the Reds in the top of the 2nd. Nationals up 2-0 over the Rockies in the top of the 2nd. White Sox, Red Sox 0-0 in the top of the 2nd. Yankees up 2-0 over the Rays in the bottom of the 1st. And that is all we have, as there are other games going on much later today. Tigers defeated the Royals 3-1 today as the one of 2 games that is over. Did I say Phillies, Marlins? Well, Phillies won 11-10, but Marlins tried to come back. They really did. Scoring 6 runs in the 9th, but do fall short. Pardon me. If you like what you see, again, feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, I promise. I do make sure my stuff is free, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to open up your pocketbook. You don't have to look at your credit card like, oh my gosh. No, it's free, I promise. And again, you can recommend games. Yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much it. During the break, know what's going on there. But anyway, Skenes chatting. In steps in Tommy Pham. And that's first pitch is outside for ball one. 1-0 count to Tommy Pham. And checked his swing, but could not hold up. That is strike one. 1-1 count here to Tommy Pham. 136 average, OPS of 416. Does have five RBIs on the year. Tommy Pham looking to get going. You'd like him to. Quick pitches him. Grounds the ball to second. Throws to first for out number 3. A quick pitch. What in the world? That was interesting to say the least. That's going to bring up Adam Frazier. He's batting .203 with a OPS of .509. So again, the Pirates just not exactly, not exactly looking great outside of a few hitters. That's going to be outside for ball one. The life of a Pirates fan. It's not for the faint of heart. And honestly, just a Pittsburgh fan in general. Steelers, Penguins, whatever. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs for ball one. Or no, ball two, pardon me. Pittsburgh Panthers in football start off 7-0. Then they lose the last 6. Here's the 2-0. Frazier sends this one to right. Oh, and it gets past the right fielder. So he's headed to second. I don't know if he'll have enough time for third. Frazier will settle at second for a 1-out double. I don't know. It might be a single error. I'm not too sure. I mean, he really had it. It just went right through his arm and body. Frazier sent. Hey, that was a good little line drive there. I think he may have misjudged the bounce. It is what it's looking like. Oh, man. All right. Well, that's going to bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting 125 this year with an OPS of 359. Triolo fouls this one back. Triolo, if you look at his minor league stats, you'd see that he hits for average. So we're kind of waiting for that in the majors. I know it's a different animal, but definitely would like to see him put it together. Only 24 at-bats on the year. On a 125 average means he only has 3 hits. And this is fouled back, so that's going to move the count to 0-2. Again, folks, feel free to comment down below. Obviously, subscribe, but, comment, just talk about whatever. We're all sports fans. We're all hanging out together. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be outside for ball one. 1-2 count to Triolo. Here is from the stretch. It's lively. Here's the pitch. Triolo fouls this one back. So the count remains at 1-2. 1-2 count to Triolo. Again, he's been injured this year, but again, you still expect a little bit more hitting from him, considering his batting average, should be a little bit higher if he's a contact hitter. 1-2 count to Triolo. Lively sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball two. How often do you broadcast Pirates games? Well, so pretty much whenever I am not working, I do my best to broadcast a Pirates game, unless, of course, someone recommends another game, but I think this is my 5th or 6th one for the year. We got a pickoff attempt, and that one, in fact, I can check during commercial break for you, but I believe I did 2 of the Marlins. Did I do 2 of the Marlins? 2 of the Marlins. Did a Rays game. I may have did a Yankees game. I don't know. I think I've done 6. I want to say 6, but I'll double check for you. Here's the 2-2. But I will try to do, again, as many as possible. It really just depends if I'm working or, if my family or if my wife wants to do something, I got to prioritize, obviously, that. But, yeah, I try to do as much as I can. I really do. Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. 2-2 count again. Triolo sends this one to center. Martinez makes the catch. Frazier is going to tag up and head to third, no throw. So moving the runner up, not a bad out, it's a productive out. That's going to bring up Captain Jack Sawinski. Hopefully this is the year he puts it together, Sawinski. I've had a lot of faith in him. I mean, he has a lot of raw power. Hoping that he can be a regular, Of course, you got to earn it. You got to not bat 135 like he is now. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. Sawinski sends this one. A little flare. Oh, what a play by Rocchio. Rocchio's playing a little deep at short, so he's able to make the play in the grass. But one hit there for the Pirates, but nothing doing as we head to the top of the third. Your score is still 0-0. I'll do the little update, and then I will check. Man, I had soda earlier, and I am definitely embarrassing myself in front of everyone. All right, let's see what we got here. Cubs still up 6-1 in the bottom of the 8th over the D-backs. Mariners up 2-1 over the Blue Jays as they head to the 5th, or bottom of the 5th. Cardinals, Mets 0-0 top of the 3rd. Dodgers, Rangers 0-0 top of the 3rd. Nationals up 2-0 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 2nd. Red Sox, White Sox 0-0 bottom of the 2nd. Reds, Orioles tied at 2 apiece in the top of the 2nd. Yankees now up 3-0 over the Rays in the top of the 2nd, and that is it. Again, the Tigers did defeat the Royals 3-1 earlier today, as well as, again, the Phillies, Marlins, looking like that was the game of the day. The Marlins trying to come back in the 9th as they put up 6, but couldn't quite get that, couldn't quite complete the comeback. Let me see. Showing off my channel. I know. All right. So let's see. That was opening day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is my 7th one. Okay. So 7th out of 22. So it looks like about 33% of their games. But, again, I'll try to do as much as I can. Yesterday I had to do the Cubs D-backs because I was going to be busy tomorrow night, so I couldn't quite cover the Pirates game yesterday. I will prioritize Pittsburgh, but again, I am open to covering other games for sure. I mean, you can see where my loyalties lie, despite the lack of results. But again, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. That's awesome. If you do subscribe, if you do all of them, that's great. Here's the first pitch from Skenes, and that one is ripped into right field. Schneemann heading to second. Reynolds throwing in there, but Schneemann showing his speed there. So a leadoff double for the Guardians as we begin the third. Paul Skenes are showing a little difference in stats there. Arm angle is now at 19 degrees where it was 23 last year. So a little bit of differences here. There are reasons why, though. We don't know. Here is first pitch to Rocchio. That one's outside for ball 1. Brayan Rocchio batting .234, OPS of .573. No home runs, but he has 5 RBIs. 1-0 count. Rocchio grounds it to second. That's going to move the runner to third, but he is out at first. All right, well, we're going to turn over the lineup here and see Stephen Kwan once again. He's batting .316 on the year. He's one of the few consistent contact hitters. So he definitely has my respect. You know, he plays the small ball. It's a rare sight now in today's game. And there's the first pitch. That one's outside for ball one. Juan, .316, OPS of .834, 3 home runs, 11 RBI. So a lot of home runs for him, honestly. He usually doesn't have the power. Here's the 1-0. That one in there for a called strike. And I know 3's not a lot, but, you know, it's been 3 weeks of the season, so averaging 1 a week. That'll get you to 20. I think he may have hit 20 a year. I'm not too sure. Here's the 1-1. That one is fouled back. 1-2 count. Looking for a strikeout or something shallow in the infield to keep the runner at third. You don't want him scoring here. I mean, with the Pirates lineup, you fear that one run might be it, you know? You don't want that to be the case. Here's the 1-2. That one just misses on the inside. Actually, well, missed by a good bit, actually. 2-2 count. Just nitpicking here, but it still says Rockio is at the plate on their scorebug. So, anyway, here's the 2-2. Late swing there. He gets a piece of that one to stay alive. So if you're watching this game and watching me, you would see that Rockio. Now they just switched. They heard me complaining. That's what it is. Pittsburgh, did you tell them? Is that what you did? You did. That's good, though. You got to let them know. Here's the 2-2. Juan fouls this one back. Juan just staying alive. Again, he's batting .316, so he's a contact hitter. Been like this for his whole career. Here's the 2-2. Juan sends this one. It's going to drop right in front of Reynolds, so that's going to score the first run of the game. And Juan has an RBI single here in the top of the third. Oh, yeah, I bet. So Pittsburgh has the connection Sportsnet, so you probably, oh man, maybe I should watch myself. Watch myself now. I definitely haven't gotten along with Sportsnet. I've been a little critical of their coverage, just late to the game and stuff like that when they come back. Here's the first pitch to Jones. That is a chance for a double play. He's going to take it himself. Throws to first for out number 3. So nice stuff there by Triolo to take it to the bag and throw it to Valdez. The Guardians score 1 there, so we head to the bottom of the third with the Guardians now up 1-0. And once again, another scoring update brought to you by me, because there are no ads or commercials here. Phillies won today 11-10 in a very exciting game. Tigers won 3-1 as well over the Royals. Going on right now, Cubs up 6-1 over the D-backs as they head to the top of the ninth. So this is their last shot. Mariners up 2-1 over the Blue Jays in the bottom of the fifth. Cardinals, Mets still tied at 0 apiece. Dodgers, Rangers, same thing, 0 apiece. Nationals, Rockies tied at 2 apiece in the top of the third. White Sox, Red Sox at 0-0. Yankees up 3-0 over the Rays at the bottom of the second. Reds 3-2 over the Orioles as they head to the bottom of the second. If you like what you see, folks, feel free to subscribe. I cover pretty much whenever I can. If I'm off, I will cover a game, mostly Pittsburgh. But, again, if there are other sports fans here, I will gladly, hey, can you cover this NBA game? Sure. Can you cover, well, I mean, I'm a big football fan, so football season, I'll be covering games regardless. But, you know, if you're another baseball fan, you want me to cover the Rays or, you know, the Tigers or, you know, the Braves. No, I don't like the Braves. That's okay. I'll cover it, you know. It's a channel. I like sports just in general, so I'll gladly watch a baseball game. It's a nice, chill game, you know. I may hate on the Braves as they play, but I'll cover it. I'll try to be as unbiased as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just cover random games. If you like that type of thing, feel free to subscribe. It definitely helps me out for sure. Here's the first pitch to Davis. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Henry Davis batting 176, OPS of 529. He has a home run this year. That pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-0 count to Davis. Big swing and a miss. Oh my goodness. Violent swing there. Strike 1. He definitely would have sent that. He would have sent that a good ways away, or maybe it would have jammed him. It looks like it probably would have done that. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Henry Davis definitely crowds the plate. That was not a questionable scratch. It was just me actually itching there. Here's the 2-2. Davis fouls this one back. Well, hey, I'm glad you do. Again, I'm a Pirates fan, so if there's nothing going on that day, again, and if I'm free, I will cover a Pirates game. That'll pretty much be my tiebreaker there. That one is low for ball 3. So again, if there's no other, no recommendations, I'll probably that'll be my safety net is Pirates games. Here's 3-2. Davis fouls this one back. Unless they're off, of course, then I'll call a random game, like just whatever game maybe an NL Central game or something like that, just to keep tabs on the other teams in the NL Central. The Phillies, since they have all that star power. Here's the 3-2. Davis jammed him there to first. Yeah, Santana is able to make the catch. So that's out number 1. That's going to bring up O'Neal Cruz. Yes, sir. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Yeah, you broke the curse. Well, actually, Nick, that Dominic guy that had the Cubs, he technically broke the curse at the end of the game. But yes, so there we go. So now we have a new thing. If you announce a bet, now you're 2-0 since the curse has been broken. So that's the new thing. Thank you for stopping by, Nick. Good to talk to you again. D-backs not looking. Did they lose? I know they were down 6-1 here in the 9th. I'll look at that real quick. Here's the 1-0 to Cruz. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Ball 2, pardon me. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. 2 outs. No. Dang it. 2 outs, and it's a 1-2 count. 2-0 count to Cruz. That's going to be outside for strike 1. Terrible call. Happy to see more Bucks fans. Not a lot left. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Reynolds. I don't want to mispronounce your name here. Reynolds Stevens. That one is low for ball 3. Not yet, about to lose again. Yeah, sorry, Nick. No, yeah, Pirates fans, we're still out there. It's just there's not much to cheer about, Here's the 3-1. Cruz rips this one to right. And the right fielder again has some trouble with it, but it's still going to hold. Nice throw by Jones to recover there. So Cruz will have a single. So Greg Brown is saying that Cruz wasn't really running out of the box. Yeah, he was kind of jogging. Yeah. So Cruz hit it 118 miles an hour. And I guess he is, I don't know. He should probably be on second right now. Here's the first pitch to Reynolds. And that is fouled off. Cruz may be trying to steal here. He tried to move there. Yeah, O'Neal was just jogging. Yeah. That's I guess the frustrating part with Cruz is that he has all the talent. He has so much talent, so much potential. But there's just it's just that. It's just there's a but, Not yet. Oh, okay. I thought that was a chat. My bad. Well, if the D-backs come back, it'd be a miracle. I mean, it's 2 outs, down 5. And we got a pickoff attempt, but Cruz is able to get back to the bag. Brian Reynolds looking to get going. He had a home run yesterday. Reynolds has been pretty much the most consistent Pirate, I would say, the last 4 or 5 years. Reminds me of a Jason Bay type players. We have another pickoff attempt, but that one is also a failure. Those Pirate teams, even though they weren't that good either, I don't know. It was exciting with Jason Bay, Xavier Nady, Freddie Sanchez. That was my favorite player until Andrew McCutchen. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing, but he did catch a little bit of the bat. So that one is strike 2. As Brian Reynolds asks for time, and it is granted. Reynolds batting .220, OPS .672, 3 home runs on the year, 10 RBIs. So, again, you know, he doesn't usually start off strong. June is when he really heats up, and he looks amazing in June. Here's the 0-2. Outside, the ball 1. Cruz is going to steal, and he is safe. So Cruz is 10 for 10 on the year. I mean, that's, wow, 10 steals already. I mean, shoot, what is that? 10 steals in 22 games. I mean, that's on pace for about 75 steals. Not saying he's going to steal 75 times. That would be amazing. Oh, that was close. They may check this. Okay, they're not going to. Good deal. 1-2 count to Reynolds. Runner in scoring position thanks to the Cruz steal. Reynolds fights this one off to stay alive. Let me check to see. Do the D-backs? D-backs still alive. They are down to their last strike, though. 6-2. They did score a run. 1-2 count. Cruz on second. Single into the gap would get Cruz home for sure. Here's the 1-2. And he stays alive here again with another foul ball. This time it went straight to the catcher, but he handled it like a champ. 1-2 count. Reynolds again. He's been the key guy in the lineup for the last 4 to 5 years. You have to wonder if he just had some more help, he'd probably be protected, and then, you know, his stats would probably be a lot better. Here's the 1-2. And he went on a curveball in the dirt for strike 3. That's a tough way to go there. That's going to bring up Brian Hayes. He's batting .206 on the year. He did single. Hard hit shot down the right field line earlier, but a bad bounce really kind of kept him at first. Would have had him at second had it not. Cruz still at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. 1-0 count to Hayes. Did single, of course, again, as I just mentioned. We do have a runner in scoring position. So, an opportunity here for the Pirates. Can they take advantage? Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0 count to Brian Hayes. Cruz inching over to third base. Here's the 2-0. Hayes, hard hit to the shortstop, but what a play! Throws to first for out number 3. Oh, that ball was smoked, buddy. Great play by Rocchio. Ends it right there for the Pirates as we head to the top of the 4th. Your score, Cleveland 1, Pittsburgh nothing. That is so unfortunate. Jeez. Some scores around the league. Mariners, Blue Jays tied at 2 apiece in the top of the 6th. Mets up 2-0 over the Cardinals as they head to the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers, Rangers at 2 apiece in the top of the fourth. Nationals, Rockies tied at 2 apiece as they head to the top of the fourth. Battle of the Sox, White Sox, Red Sox, 0-0, bottom of the third. Yankees up 3-0 on the Rays at the top of the third. Reds, Orioles, 3-3 in the bottom of the second. And that is all we got. Again, Tigers defeated the Royals earlier 3-1. And the game just ended. Cubs do defeat the D-backs 6-2. And the game of the day, Phillies up over the Marlins 11-10. Marlins scored 6 runs in the ninth, but they had a comeback that fell short. If you like what you see, guys, feel free to subscribe. Again, I call random games. It is mostly Pittsburgh games, but if you're not a Pittsburgh fan, and let's just say you're a Guardian fan joining me, well, I thank you for one. 2, if you're a Browns fan, I'm probably not a fan of you, but I'll let that one slide for today. We'll deal with that in September. But you can recommend any game, and if I'm not working that day and I got no family responsibilities, I will call that game. All you got to do is just let me know. Subscribe, comment down below one of my videos, and I will do my best. I don't just cover baseball. I will be covering an NBA game. I'll give that one a shot. I liked college basketball. That was enjoyable. I don't know if the NBA is going to be as enjoyable, but we'll give it a shot. And, of course, when football season's here, it's going to be full speed ahead for football. As the first pitch here to Jose Ramirez is outside for ball 1. Also, again, feel free to comment. They talk about whatever. You can talk about football, baseball. It won't bother me. Here's the 1-0. Jose Ramirez skies this one to right. Reynolds moves under it to make the catch. For out number 1. Man, they're showing that replay. Hayes he smoked the ball. That's something with Hayes. Hayes has such, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, maybe I'm on the outside here, but I think he has a nice swing. He just can't. I don't know. Just can't find. I don't know. Just can't find the hits. That pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. This one is outside for strike 1. We'll take it. It's a little bit of a call there. 1-1 count to Manzardo. Manzardo sends this one to left, but that one is hooking foul. Nice little catch there by a big Pirates fan with a guy with a Pirates shirt with the Cleveland hat. Okay. Then next to him is a Montreal Expo hat. That's cool. That was cool, but I don't know. I didn't need to see that. Here's the 1-2. That one is high for ball 2. 2-2 count to Kyle Manzardo. I think I picked him up in my MLB franchise, my backup, because Spencer Horwitz is the GOAT. Here's the 2-2. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. Yeah, in my MLB The Show, I platooned Horwitz to bat just against righties, and he has a .320 batting average and he has like 30 home runs. He's amazing. Maybe when he plays, he'll be like that. Probably not, but it'd be pretty cool. In steps in Carlos Santana, and that first pitch is inside for ball 1. Manzardo not happy with himself. Here's the 1-0 to the former Bucko. Did he go? Check his swing. He went. So that is strike 1. Carlos Santana, .257 batting average, .690 OPS, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the year for him. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Santana lines it to Valdez, and he makes a great catch. That was so quick, didn't even really get to see it. So 1, 2, 3, go the Guardians, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. Your score: Guardians 1, Pirates 0. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. I don't know what that's referencing, but guy is confused. I am confused. I am sorry. Marlins. Mariners 2, Blue Jays 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Mets 2, Cardinals 0 in the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers, Rangers 2, 2 in the top of the 4th. Nationals 3, Rockies 2 in the top of the 4th. White Sox, Red Sox 0-0 in the top of the 4th. Reds, Orioles 3-3 in the top of the 3rd. Yankees 3, Rays 0 as they head to the bottom of the 3rd. Tigers winning earlier today 3-1 over the Royals. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 2. That game is over, unfortunately. Diamondbacks couldn't win that one. Phillies winning a great one, 11-10 over the Marlins. Yeah, I think you're referencing now. I just realized what you're talking about, the Guardians. So you might be a little far back. So that's unfortunate. So yeah, I don't know. I guess there's only so much I can control over that. You're a few minutes behind. But yeah, we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Guardians 4 hits. Yeah, 4 hits, 1 run. Pittsburgh with 3 hits, no runs. Yeah, if you like what you see, guys, feel free to subscribe. I cover random games. I know you're probably sick of it, but I'm going to do it every time. Sorry. It's the only promotion I get is myself. That's the small guys. I cover random games. Again, feel free to recommend a game, and I will do my best to cover it if I am free and available. Here's the first pitch to Valdez. That's going to be high for ball 1. Valdez almost had a home run in the first inning, just a few feet outside. Here's the 1-0. Valdez hits it. Line drive to right, but it's right at Jones, who makes the catch for out number 1. Let's go and bring up Tommy Pham, batting 133 on the year, 410 OPS. Again, we're hoping that he can get something going here. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for Bowen. You're talking about a guy wearing a Pirates. Yeah. No, I put it together. I put it together after all that happened. Yeah, I think you might be a little far behind. I'm not too sure. So whenever you hear this, you're like probably about 2 minutes behind. That one's in there for a called strike, 1-1. Pham fights this one off as the count moves to 1-2. One and two count here to Tommy Pham. Windup and the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Trying to be as optimistic as I can about Tommy Pham, but it's just an old guy at this point. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove for out number 2. It's going to bring up Adam Frazier. He's 1 for 1 today, batting .217, LPS of about .550. Here's the pitch to Frazier. Curveball in there for strike 1. Gotcha. Just click live. Should be good. No, you're good. No, you don't have to apologize. I was processing at first. I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on. And then I kind of pieced it together. There's the 0-1. That's going to be high for ball 1. Now, you're good. I mean, if you want, you can get the play-by-play. That's fine. You'll just be a little bit back in time, and I'll try to have to remember what happened. Here's the 1-1. Frazier sends this to left. Juan is on the run to make the catch for out number 3. That was a quick inning. So nothing there for the Pirates as we head to the top of the 5th. Your score is still 1-0. Guardians up. over the Pirates. More scoring updates. We have the Blue Jays. They are now up over the Mariners 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. The Mets up 2-0 over the Cardinals in the top of the 5th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Rangers in the bottom of the 4th. Nationals up 4-2 over the Rockies in the top of the 4th. White Sox, Red Sox 0-0 as they head to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees up 3-0 over the Rays in the bottom of the 3rd. Reds, Orioles are tied at 3 apiece as they head to the bottom of the 3rd. And that is all for the current games. Again, Tigers defeated the Royals earlier today 3-1. Cubs defeated the D-backs 6-2. And the Phillies up 11-10 over the Marlins. Man, I haven't had a soda. It looks like I have soda all the time if you look at me. I'm a big guy. But that Pepsi is, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's probably gross. But anywho, if this is what you like, you like just me cover random games, hey, that's fantastic. I got something for you. You can subscribe. It is free. It doesn't cost you a dime. I cover random games again, but it's mostly Pittsburgh games. But again, if you are not a Pittsburgh fan, if you're just a sports bettor, which we've had plenty of those, feel free to subscribe and recommend a game. Just recommend a game. I'll do what I can to cover that game. So Cleveland again up 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Naylor, Martinez, and Schneemann are due up for the Guards. So I see a little girl with a Paul Skenes mustache. Here's the first pitch, and that one is just low for ball 1. Naylor batting .209, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the year. OPS of .672. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball 2. Two-0 count. Here's the pitch. Naylor pops it up. Davis looks at it and sees that it's going foul. Way out of play. 2-1 count to Naylor. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. He did check his swing, but didn't go. Again, folks, feel free to comment down below. It can be about anything. If you're a Steelers fan, hey, the draft is in a week. What are we doing? I have no idea. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be outside as he walks Naylor. Leadoff walk there for Cleveland. That's going to bring up Martinez. He is 0 for 1 today. But he's batting .364, 893 OPS. Do you think we will hold on to Paul or typical Pirates business and trade him away? Well, we're going to hold on to him this year. But I can tell you that as Martinez flies out to center for out number 1, I do not expect Paul Skenes to stay his whole career in Pittsburgh with this current ownership group. Because, yeah, Paul is very competitive. You can tell with his comments. Like, he wants to win. And he's going to be like, look, I ain't signing nothing. I want out. I just feel like he can do that. And I won't blame him. I am not going to blame him one bit. Got a pickoff attempt, and that fails. As Schneemann, again, he comes up to the plate 1 for 1 today. He has scored the only run of the game. But, yeah, it would not surprise me if Paul Skenes is traded in, year 4 or year 5. Here's the pitch here, as that one is chopped foul. But, yeah, if we're winning, and we're going to the playoffs, that changes everything. Then he'll be open to staying, of course. But, yeah, I don't know. I need to see some results, man. We need to start. Crowd isn't too bad today. I'm just saying. Here's the 0-1. Outside for ball 1. We need offense, man. I mean, it's I feel like our pitching is fine. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. It'll work. Here's the 1-1 to Schneemann. Checked his swing, but made contact with it, foul. He'll be in LA. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I feel like those would be. He'll be a Dodger, or he'll head to the Yankees. And of course, the Mets owner Cohine, I think Steve Cohine, loves to spend money, so he'll throw him whatever. Schneemann fouls this one off, so he'll stay alive here. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta win, because when you have this, I mean, he's pretty much like, what we had in Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole was an ace. Obviously, we had our stupid pitch to contact thing, so Garrett Cole couldn't be Garrett Cole with us. Here's the 1-2, and there's the grounder to second. There's 1 and 2. Another double play for the Pirates. That's, I believe, 3. So he gets out of this with no runs across again. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score: Guardians 1, Pittsburgh Pirates 0. But yeah, no, we gotta do something. Like, we gotta sign him back. Gleyber Torres would have been fine. I feel like he's a decent bat. He's not a superstar, but he's good enough. Anyway, it's whatever. Top of the 7th, Mariners, Blue Jays tied at 3. Mets up over the Cardinals 2-0 in the top of the 5th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Rangers as they head to the top of the 5th. Red Sox, White Sox still at 0 apiece. Nationals now up 7-2. They've put up 5 just in this inning, and they still have runners aboard, first and second with 2 out. Yankees up 3-1 over the Rays in the top of the 4th. Orioles up 5-3 over the Reds in the bottom of the 3rd, so that's good. And that is it. Again, the Phillies won earlier today, 11-10. Thrilling game. Tigers defeated the Royals 3-1. Cubs defeat the D-backs 6-2. Let's see if the Pirates wake up. Well, I hope so, Santiago. I mean, if Paul Skenes walks out of here with the loss, it's like, come on, like if the score is 1-0, Paul Skenes will have he'll have an ERA of like 2.5 or 2.4 on the year, and he'll be 2-2. Like, what a joke. We got to win, said every Pirates fan since 2000. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. We got to win. Got to do it, though. And winning for us is just going 500 at this point. Shoot. I'll take it. I'll take an 82-80. I'll take an 80-82, actually. Give me 80 wins. Here's the first pitch to Jared Triolo, and that one's going to be high for ball 1. And the thing is, we finished 76 and 86 the past 2 years, and we had both years we started off great. This year we start off bad. We don't even have the padding like we had the first few years here, or last 2 years. So that one's fouled back. 1-1 is the count. I'm still hearing this lady. It's 1-1 count. Make it a 1-2 count, as that one's called a strike on a pitch that's outside. Correction since 85. Oh. Well, my dad still blames the Braves 92 NLCS. Obviously, I was not alive for that. Here's the 1-2. Triolo grounder to third. He's going to throw to first for out number 1. Triolo was hustling, so I think at least we can say he hustles. But he blames that single to left. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't there in that slide with that picture. We all know what that one is. All right, Jack Sawinski's up at the plate. He's batting 132 on the year. There's a pitch in there for strike 1 on the outside corner. We are family days. That is way before my time. With Willie Stargell there, and that pitch is outside for ball 1. Dave Parker, I believe. 1979, last year we won anything. Here's the 1-1. That's a big swing and a miss by Jack Sawinski. Moves to 1-2. My dad was, I believe, 9 that year. He's I was not even a thought in his mind. Here's the 1-2. That is a breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 2. 2-2 count here for Jack Sawinski. When I first saw him, I thought he was going to be like close to like a Nate McLouth, but not quite. 2-2 count. Sawinski grounder to second, throws to first for out number 2. No, Jack Sawinski is not Nate McLouth. Nate McLouth could hit for contact at least sometimes. He had some power, but Jack is in the 100s. so bad. It's going to bring up Henry Davis. 2 out here for him. For Henry Davis here. He's 0 for 1. Davis jammed him. Juan is under it to make the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, 5th. We're going to the 6th. It's still 1-0. And wow. I don't regret covering the game, but it's these are the games. It makes it tough. It makes it tough when it's just like it's just nothing. The Pirates showing no life. Thankfully, I will say this, you guys, again, you talk in the comments. It keeps me engaged. It does keep me going. It really does. I appreciate every single person that just wants to watch me fake broadcast a game with my fake radio voice. I do work part-time at a radio station. I just got that job a few months ago, and it's pretty cool. Hopefully it leads to some more things. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Mariners, Blue Jays 3-3 in the top of the 7th. Mets 2-0 over the Cardinals, bottom of the 5th. Dodgers 3, Rangers 2 as they head to the bottom of the 5th. White Sox, Red Sox are still tied at 0-0. So we could be that game. At least we have a run in this one. Nationals 7, Rockies 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Orioles 5, Reds 3 in the top of the 4th. Yankees 3, Rays 1 in the top of the 4th. And that is all for the active games. Again, Tigers defeating the Royals earlier today, 3-1. Cubs defeating the D-backs 6-2. And then the Phillies up over the Marlins 11-10. Are you in Pittsburgh? I am not in Pittsburgh. I am a former Pennsylvanian. Way back in 2004, when I was 8 years old, we moved from a little town of Robisonia, Pennsylvania. It's kind of by Reading, Pennsylvania, if you know where that is. I had no choice in the matter, so we moved to Texas. My dad wanted to live in Texas, so he took his wife and his 3 kids to Texas. So I live in Texas. As there's a grounder to first, Valdez handles it himself for out number 1. So yeah, no, I'm a Texan, Pennsylvanian, just living in Texas. I don't really consider myself a Pennsylvanian. I'm not a Texan either. I am not a typical Texan either, so I don't really know what I am at this point. I know. Not a real Yinzer. No, I've never actually been to Pittsburgh. It's a shame. I've been to Philly. Philadelphia was only an hour away from where I lived. But, yeah. One of these days, I am planning to go up to Pennsylvania this summer, as that pitch is outside for ball 1. And if I do have time, I will go on that villainous turnpike and head to Pittsburgh. Maybe catch a Pirates game. Here's the 1-1. That one is going to be low and inside for ball 2. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It would be really cool to go, but unsure what the plans in Pennsylvania are going to be. Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be chopped foul. 2-2 count. So yeah, I got to deal with a bunch of Cowboys fans, Astros fans, Rangers fans, Texans fans started coming up. The Texans fans replaced the Saints fans. Saints fans are no more apparently around here. Here's the 2-2, and Quan pops this one up. Is it going to be out of play? It is, so he's going to stay alive here. Yeah, I live close to the Louisiana border, so Again, even when I lived here earlier, like before the Saints Super Bowl, there was not really any Saints fans. And then in '09, oh yeah, lifelong Saints fan. Now those Saints fans are Texans fans. It's crazy. Here's the 2-2. Grounder right back to Skenes, and he's just going to toss it to Valdez for out number 2. Definitely need to hit the Berg. Super awesome. I hear great things about it. Still one of the best venues in baseball, especially on fireworks night. The family will love the view. Not a bad seat in the house. No, it's a beautiful ballpark. It consistently ranks the top 5, top 3 pretty much. I play it all the time. Like whenever I'm playing MLB The Show, I'm usually picking Pittsburgh or San Francisco as the stadiums. Like for Diamond Dynasty, I'll pick those 2 if I'm hosting. Sometimes Fenway, so maybe. Here's the 0-1 to Jones. That one is fouled back. But yeah, no, it's beautiful. No, I know I do gotta go. I've been to a Phillies game. I went to the Rangers ballpark where Pittsburgh came, and we won that one. This was in 2019. And then last year I went to see the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Houston Astros in Minute Maid. First, I don't like Minute Maid. It's not that great. That was by far the worst of the 3. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be fouled once again out of play. I do miss the Reading Phillies, though. That's a neat little ballpark. I don't know if you guys been to Reading, Philly, or if you guys lived in Pittsburgh, you probably have been Altoona. But Reading, that's a nice. That was fun. Here's the 0-2 to Jones. That's going to be way outside for ball 1. And we're in the 6th inning here. Guardians up 1-0 over the Pirates. Skenes at 76 pitches, so he can still go an inning or 2 if he gets out of here pretty quickly. Just needs some run support. Here's the 1-2, and that one is fouled off. If you like what you see, folks, feel free to subscribe. It's, as I just mentioned, it's free. It is free. I promise. It won't cost you a dime. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Worst thing you can do if you subscribe, I don't feel like watching it today, doctor. Sorry, I just don't. Well, that's great. All you got to do is just scroll on by, or if you're on your TV, just click on by. I don't want to see him. That guy's annoying. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball 3. And again, feel free to comment down below. Have some pretty cool conversation with some guys in the comments. And that one is fouled back. There are any people that were like, hey, guys. Well, look, I say it as in general. Guys, okay? It's gals, too. Full count to Jones. Jones sends this one. It's in the gap, and it's off the wall. Jones probably thought he had a home run. He's just now getting in a second. That throw was close. Right on top of the wall. So Jones, it was, I think everyone in the ballpark thought it was gone, but no, it just hits right beneath the top of the fence there, or the barrier. Man. So we have a 2-out double. Two-out double for the Guardians. And we have a mound visit, I believe, just everyone just chatting, not necessarily with the coaches, but just catcher and first baseman and everyone around. That's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. Almost. No, yeah, that was scary. And again, I hate to be that guy, but with the Pirates, a 2-0 lead feels like it's 10-0 sometimes. Again, in steps in Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 today. 1-0 count to Ramirez. 273 batting average, 4 home runs, 8 RBIs. Skenes looking back. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Ramirez. Strike 1. Paul Skenes looking to keep this a 1-0 game. Here's the 1-1. And that's a strike. And Ramirez's bat went into the dugout. So the bat went a lot farther than the ball did because the ball didn't go anywhere except into Davis's glove. Ramirez was trying to kill that ball. Skenes kind of had a reaction. I don't know if Skenes liked that or not. What a catch. Oh, it was caught in the dugout by some random guy with sunglasses. Wow. What a catch. 1-2 count to Ramirez. Ramirez reaches for it, hits it to second, throws to first for out number 3. Ramirez was hustling down that line. So Skenes gets out of it again. Wasn't really too threatening, but he did have a runner in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the 6th. And your score, Guardians 6. Whoa, Guardians 1. What am I talking about? Guardians 1, Pirates 0. The double comment. What double comment? Did you double comment? Is that what it is? Did I double comment? Did I mess up? I'm sorry. Sometimes it does go over my head. All right. Scoring updates. Mariners, Blue Jays tied at 3 apiece in the bottom of the 7th. Mets up 2-0 over the Cardinals in the top of the 6th. Dodgers 3, Rangers 2 as they head to the top of the 6th. White Sox, Red Sox tied at 0 in the bottom of the 5th. Nationals up 9-2 over the Rockies in the top of the 5th. Orioles up 5-3 over the Reds as they head to the top of the 5th. And the Yankees are up 6-1 over the Rays as they head to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers defeated the Royals today 3-1. Cubbies, those villainous Cubbies, won 6-2 over the D-backs. And again, the most exciting game of the day by far, Phillies 11, Marlins 10. If you like what you see, folks, feel free to subscribe. Again, I just do this for fun, calling random games. It's mostly Pirates games, but again, if you're not a Pirates fan and you want to watch something or you want to listen to something else, just let me know. I cover UFL games, football in general. That'll be more, of course, obviously, when it's football season. Duh, Doctor. Dr. Delay, by the way, is the name. I'm going to cover a basketball game. We'll dabble in other things, of course. If you have a recommendation, feel free to drop it below. But I pretty much just call whatever. 6, no, stop giving them runs. Yeah, my bad. I posted a comment, but I think it was sent twice. Well, on my feed, it has just once. So you're good. You are good, man. Don't even worry about it. And if you do, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. But I appreciate the fact that you're thinking of others. That is nice. That's a quality that is lost on a lot of people today. 1-1 to Cruz. Cruz leading again in the league in stolen bases. He has 10. The next closest is three-way tie for 7 with 7. That one is outside for ball 2. Yeah, I'll try to chill out on the run giving there. 6 runs, you just know would be over. I don't see it. I don't see the Pirates coming back from that. That's going to be inside for ball 3. The Pirates can do it. The Pirates have shown this year that they can score runs in bunches. It's just been very few and far in between. Lively's still out there, of course. And that one, Cruz was about to toss the bat. He didn't like the call. That one may have just gotten the corner. That is close. Oh, that is so close. I don't think it caught the corner. The umpire disagreed. 3-2 count to O'Neal Cruz. Lively at 78 pitches. Again, he's allowed no runs, so that's why he's still in there. 3-2. That's going to be outside. And there, Cruz tosses the bat rather sarcastically. Yes, no more run. No, I'll try to report the score as it is. And they're going to show, they're promoting. If you guys live in Pittsburgh, free 80s t-shirt, May 3rd, Padres Pirates, 4:05 Eastern time, of course. First 20,000 fans get a free 80s t-shirt. So there you go. If you live in Pittsburgh, go to that game on May 3rd. And we have a bunt attempt by Brian Reynolds. And that one did not go well. It just popped up behind everybody. Here's the 0-1 to Reynolds. That's going to be outside for ball one. Reynolds, just hoping he can make something happen here again. He's kind of a slow starter right now for the season, but you know it'll pick up. He's been very consistent for us past few years. Here's the 1-1. Nope, no pickoff attempt, but that is not even close. Do apologize if you hear the chair squeaking. This is a new chair for me. It was kind of given to me. Way better than the others that I've had. Oh my gosh, way better. Here's the 1-1. Reynolds flares this one into left field. That one's going to get down. Cruz is running the third right in front of the left fielder. That is gutsy. And he makes it happen. Wow, what a risky decision that was. But Cruz is so fast when he really turns on the jets. Oh, man. So we have runners on the corners. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Could you imagine O'Neill, Cruz, and Ellie on the same team? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Hopefully, Ellie would be in Pittsburgh in that scenario. All right, can the Pirates take advantage? Brian Hayes is coming up. They do have a mound visit at the moment, so that is why there's no action at the moment. So I do apologize on behalf of the Reds for Reds. Whoa, what am I okay? It's the Guardians. Thinking of Ohio. Not a good game. There's usually a stretch in every single game I call that I just kind of botch a few words, so I do apologize. You're seeing why I'm not a professional. Just a part-timer at the radio station. Anyway, this looks great. I don't know if you're talking to me or just the Pirates, but hey, you're right. For the Pirates, yes. For me, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, anyway, here's the first pitch to Hayes. That one is a called strike. Again, runners on the corners. The Pirates with a chance to tie the game or take the lead. Nobody out. Nobody is out. I would trade 2 outs for a run if I'm the Pirates, but obviously you don't want to have that happen. That one's going to be high for a ball, so that's going to be 1-1. Both. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, thank you. Come on, Pirates. 1-1 count. And he fouls this one way back. So the count moves to 1-2. And of course, you're a Guardians fan joining. Hey, it's you can comment too. That's perfectly fine. I don't really hate you guys. But if you cheer for the NFL team in Cleveland, then I would say there's a little bit of a problem. Only because you guys are annoying. That's okay. Here's the 1-2. Hayes fouls this one off. So the count stays at 1-2. But I'm not going to hate you. You can still subscribe, You guys, the Browns have, I guess they've taken one from Pittsburgh the last few years, so. You guys are still our little brother, though. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be high for ball 2. So Hayes doing a pretty good job of hanging in there and staying in there. Hayes, again, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Batting average of .203 on the season. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside for ball 3, so the count is full. He worked it full. Three-two count. Lively shaking off some pitches. Here's the 3-2, and Hayes fouls it off. So he's staying alive, doing a good job again, hanging in there. He's working the top of the zone. Reynolds smiling. He likes the battle. O'Neill talking to Jose. Three-two. Outside. No way! Oh my gosh! Outside by about a few inches. Hayes was about to toss the bat, and a late strikeout call. Really? Oh, that's so bad. Unbelievable. I can't even with that. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to bring up Emmanuel Valdez as we have a pitching change for Cleveland. Oh, man. They're going to bring, I believe that was Cade Smith warming up earlier in the bullpen. So Cade Smith will step in for Cleveland. We have a pitching change. Pirates with runners on the corners with one out. Oh, yeah, I know. That was crazy, man. Oh, that's such a bad call. Well, I guess you got to protect, man. With two strikes, you got to protect. That's just how it is. All right, well, we'll go to the scores again. 3-3, Mariners, Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. Mets 2-0 over the Cardinals in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Rangers in the bottom of the 6th. Nationals up 9-2 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox now scoring finally 3-0 over the White Sox in the bottom of the 5th. Orioles up 5-3 over the Reds in the top of the 5th. Yankees up 6-2 over the Rays in the bottom of the 4th. And that is all for now. Tigers, of course, winning earlier 3-1 over the Royals. Cubs winning over the D-backs 6-2. Phillies over the Marlins 11-10. The DraftKings special. Yeah. Yeah, man. Betting has just big mistake. Yeah. No, I know. I completely agree with you, man. Gambling has ruined the game. You can definitely tell. Like, everything is all, like in football, so many wild finishes now. Everything's decided by a touchdown. Nah. You would think that would make the game better, but no, the quality of the game has actually went down in football. And then, yeah, like, I don't know what the lines are here, but it's ridiculous, man. Of course, umpires have always been bad, though, so there's that. All right, in steps in Valdez. Again, Smith is the new pitcher for the Guardians. I can't believe that call. 1-0 count to Valdez. He's 0 for 2. Valdez, big swing there, but that one is fouled back. One and one count to Valdez. Both of his outs have been loud outs. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I call random games. This is pretty much what I do. I will be getting some sports content out for actual regular videos. So that's coming soon. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. That is coming soon. It's going to be mostly football stuff. But we'll see. I mean, I can make some. I do actually have a baseball predictions video I made before the season. Should have released that a long time ago. It just dawned on me, I can do a predictions video. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be high. And swung on and fouled back. So, yeah. Should have probably did a little bit more planning there. 2-2 count to Valdez. Here's the pitch. And Valdez, again, staying alive here. So it's 2-2 still. Pittsburgh with runners on the corners. Brian Hayes struck out looking on a pitch that was a few inches outside. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball 3. So, again, once again, a full count. Same position we were in just a few minutes ago, though, with just one out and with a different batter. Valdez, the cleanup today. Here's the 3-2 from Cade Smith. That's going to be way outside for ball 4. So bases are loaded in Pittsburgh. And that's going to bring up Tommy Pham. I really hope I'm going to be excited in about a minute or two because I feel like my excitement has just went away now. Come on, Tommy. Channel your inner younger self, man. We need something here. He's 0 for 2, batting 131 on the year. Tommy Pham, grounder to second. Throws to first for out number 3. The Guardians get out of a bases-loaded jam as we head to the top of the 7th. Your score, Guardians 1, Pirates 0. It'd be better without the out, but I take it. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it didn't amount to anything. That is so freaking lame. Santiago, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's rough being a Pirates fan. It really is. If you're a Guardians fan tuning in, oh, you love this. Oh, yeah, loser Pirates. Well, I can't really say anything to fight you there. Mariners, Blue Jays, 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Rangers in the top of the 7th. Mets 2-0 over the Cardinals right now in the bottom of the 6th. Nationals up 9-2 over the Rockies in the top of the 6th. Red Sox 3, White Sox 0 in the top of the 6th. Orioles 5, Reds 3 in the top of the 5th. Yankees 6, Rays 4 as they head to the top of the 5th. Games that are over. Tigers over the Royals 3-1. Cubs over the D-backs 6-2. And of course the Phillies winning 11-10 over the Marlins. Yeah, it's daily. It's just the way it is in Pittsburgh. Folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I cover random games. It's been mostly Pittsburgh, but again, if you're not a Pittsburgh fan, or if you are a Pittsburgh fan, just want to have another game that we can all watch or talk about, that's fine too. Again, I do play-by-play, not just for baseball, basketball as well. I'm going to do my first NBA game soon. I did a lot of college basketball. I plan on doing a lot of football. I did a few last year, but I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So a little bit different there. But yeah, no, we're just going to be covering sports. Here's the first pitch to Manzardo. Manzardo sends this one. Oh my gosh, he hit it into the river. He ambushed Paul Skenes. So the Guardians are now up 2-0. Wow. Just like that, the lead is doubled and that base is loaded. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. We couldn't get nothing. Amazing. It is amazing. It's typical Pittsburgh. Here's the first pitch to Carlos. That one is fouled back. I don't know if I heard sell the team chance or not. I couldn't quite. Jeez. Here's the 0-1 to Santana. And that one is fouled back. I think I am hearing sell the team chance. I just think they're trying to blur it out. Pittsburgh, you said you had connections. Are you trying to censor the fans? Here's the 0-2. And Carlos sends this one back. We missed the chance, and they take advantage 100%. Typical Pirates right there. And Paul Skenes has pitched great. I mean, only 2 runs allowed. I mean, I don't know what else you want from him. Big swing and a miss from Carlos Santana, so he's down on strikes. This is crazy. Anyway, that's going to bring up Bo Naylor. He is 0 for 1 with the walk. He's batting 209 on the year. Here's the pitch to Naylor. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Trying not to let those chants out to the public. Oh, look at you. Damage control. Come on, Pittsburgh. You gotta let the national media hear about this. That pitch is outside, ball 1. Heard a lot of those chants at the game on Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Man, I bet. You'll probably hear that all the time. So 1-1, he checked his swing, and he went. So 1-2 count. Oh, it'd be nice. What if I was talking to Bob Nutting? What if Pittsburgh's Bob Nutting or related to Bob Nutting? I'm sorry. But you got to spend money, man. Got to do it. It's the MLB. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. Jeez, 2-2 counts. Naylor. Skenes is at 94 pitches, so this may be his last inning. That's going to be outside for ball 3. Three and 2 count. And Naylor fouls this one off. No relation. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess you got to do your job. Pittsburgh Sportsnet. I'm going to refer you to that now. I guess we're beefing. That's what it is. Here's the 3-2, and he fouls it off to stay alive. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's just I don't know why. Why can't there be like a salary minimum, salary floor? 3-2. Naylor pops it up. Hayes is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. That's going to bring up Martinez. As Greg Brown just said, that might be the last batter for Paul Skenes. As again, he's at 98 pitches. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Pittsburgh, I'm going to assume you're a fan of all sports teams in Pittsburgh, Steelers, Penguins as well. I imagine most of us are. Here's the 0-1. Martinez fouls this one back. So that was pitch number 100 for Skenes. Cleveland has another reliever in the bullpen. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be high for ball 1. One and 2 count here to Martinez. He's 0 for 2 on the day, batting .348 on the year. It's a 1-2. And that one is fouled off Henry Davis. Oh, Henry does not. He did not like that. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, all the Steelers fans in the chat are those that want to chat. Like, what do you guys think we're doing? Not to take away from the game right now. But what are we doing in the first round? I have no idea. Oh, that went off Henry Davis's left shoulder, and there was no padding there. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Paul Skenes walks back to the mound really slowly. He does not look happy. He's shaking his head. He's mad. He's probably mad at himself for the home run. Probably mad at the team for the no-run support. Oh, man. He just does not look happy in Pittsburgh. All right, we're going to head back to the scores around the Major League. Right now, it is 3-3. Mariners, Blue Jays in the top of the 9th. Mets up 2-0 over the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers up 3-2 as they head to the bottom of the 7th. Over the Rangers, by the way. Nationals up 9-2 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox 3, White Sox nothing in the bottom of the 6th. Orioles 5, Reds 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Yankees are up 6-4 of the Rays in the bottom of the fifth. Again, games that have already ended. Tigers up have defeated the Royals 3-1. The Cubs defeated the D-backs 6-2, and the Phillies defeated the Marlins 11-10. No clue. No clue. All the above. So I see we're all in the same boat because I have no idea either. No idea. Oh man. Yeah, we're just the Steelers are the Pirates in disguise the last 8 years. Well, not really. Pirates. I mean, the Steelers had some good teams. They just unfortunate circumstances in 2017, and well, I'll get into all that later down the road in the season. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, if you're a depressed Pittsburgh fan, well, this is the perfect spot for you. But if you're just a sports fan in general, hit that subscribe button. Again, I cover random games. It doesn't cost you anything, I promise. I double-checked. Actually, no, I triple-checked. It does not cost you a penny to subscribe. So, worst case scenario, you see my video on your screen, you're like, I don't want to watch you today. That's okay. There'll be another day where I can annoy you then. In steps in Adam Frazier, as he is 1 for 3 on the day. He's already down 0-2. Again, I cover football, basketball, baseball, and we'll see about other things. But again, you can recommend games too. Here's the 0-2. Big swing and a miss by Adam Frazier for out number 1. So Smith is still in there. In steps in Jared Triolo. He's batting 115 now. He's 0 for 2 on the year. Depressed Pittsburgh fan. Yeah, no, that's all of us. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Pirates haven't been good outside of a few years there, and they still didn't do anything. Steelers haven't won a playoff game in 8 years. The Penguins, they look like a mess. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball 2. Though they did end the year promisingly. I don't know. Maybe they get one last run with Crosby. And their college sports are a disaster. The ACC, they lost in the first round of the tournament play. Triolo grounds this one to third, past the third baseman. Triolo gets a nice bounce. He's headed to second. So Triolo heads to second. So he got a double right there. That's great stuff for Triolo there. Hopefully Sawinski can knock him through or something. We need something. That is what we needed. Ramirez was way off the line. No chance for him. And then it curves into that corner over there, and then it kicks back into the field. So Quan is like, what the heck? I just got to throw it to the cutoff man. I have no chance at second. Again, Triolo, he was booking it down the line. Very good stuff there. I just appreciate you broadcasting the Pirates game. Oh, yeah, of course, man. It's what I do. And I can be strictly Pittsburgh. If there's literally, again, no one recommends anything, I will do Pirates games. That's what I'll do. So we do have a pitching change here. Heron is going to come in for Smith. So hopefully Heron hates Smith and is trying to get him out of the bullpen and allows that run to come across. So that impacts Smith's ERA. That's what we can hope for. Maybe there's beef there. All right. Scoring up. I'll do that later. Actually, I just did it. I'll promote again. Haha, LOL. So if you like what you see, folks, again, hit that subscribe button. Or you can do both as well. You can subscribe and chat down below. Again, I will interact with you. There's really saying we appreciate. Oh, yeah. Again, thank you. I mean, I'm just a sports fan like you. I just see people broadcasting games on YouTube, and they get people to watch. So it's like, okay, well, I think I can do that. I mean, I do a little bit of it for a living. I don't get paid much, but I do it. But and for this, I get paid nothing, obviously, but it's still pretty neat. But yeah, no, I mean, just chat about whatever. We're all sports fans. Even if you're not a Pittsburgh fan, if you're a Cleveland fan, or you're just a sports bettor, or whatever, you're a Rangers fan. Just you talk about whatever. You're just a Packers fan wanting to watch a baseball game for some reason. Okay, that's fine. This is for you. We can chat about whatever. You know, I can talk football any day about any team. Broadcasting tomorrow at 1:30. I am not. Tomorrow I work. I work Sundays. I get off, I would say, about 1:30 your time. And then I also have Easter lunch pretty much. As soon as I get home, I got to make my part of the meal and then head to my parents' house. We're all having like a family lunch, family Eastern lunch. So I'm sorry. There's Triskaideka. He's a long-time viewer. Triskaideka, how's it going? That is in there for a called strike. So Swinski got pinch hit there for Canario. Triskaideka he's one of the first subscribers to my channel. Usually makes an appearance. That's going to be outside for ball one. I will try, and hopefully, again, everyone here has a happy Easter. Now, maybe after the game or after the Easter meal my family and I have, I may broadcast something in the afternoon. It probably won't. It won't be Pittsburgh related, but there'll be something. That one's in there for strike two. It really, again, just depends on how the day is going to go tomorrow. But yeah, happy Easter, everyone. Hopefully you guys have a great day tomorrow. If it's just another day for you, well, then hopefully enjoy the day regardless. Here's the 1-2. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Heron and Smith are probably buddies because Heron did not allow that runner to come across. Or at least not yet. There is 2 outs. And Henry Davis is going to come up here. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Hopefully there'll be a time where Henry Davis can live up to that first round pick hype in a Pirates uniform. We'll see. Henry Davis with a big cut there, but nothing doing there. Strike one. Henry Davis batting .158, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Runner on second. That's going to be in the dirt. Did he go? He did check his swing. No, he did not go. I'd rather be playing tennis than listening to another Pirates loss and the freaking Cleveland Indians. Happy Easter, sir. Trisk, well, look, if you hate me, Trisk, then just say so, okay? I will not be playing tennis. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. I'm a retired tennis player. Trisk trying to... He got really disappointed earlier when I said I would not be playing tennis with him this evening. I'm sorry. Here's the 2-1. Davis crushes this one, but that one is foul. Oh, my goodness. He killed it. Jeez. Just straight it out, man. He was early on it. He crushed it. That ball went into like the upper deck. Far away. Jeez. Here's the 2-2. Checked his swing. He did not go. That ball is in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2 count. They just announced 37,000 fans showed up for this game. So, I mean, the Pirates fans will show that they have support. Here's 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out there. So, no runs there on 1 hit. As we head to the top of the 8th, your score, Guardians 2, Pirates 0. This whole team is foul. Yep, no, it may be. Maybe not the entire team, but a good amount of the team, I'd say. Scoring update time. There we go. Mariners 3, Blue Jays 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Blue Jays have 2 runners on in the first inning. Mets 2, Cardinals 0 in the top of the 8th. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Dodgers 3, Rangers 2 in the top of the 8th. Nationals 9, Rockies 2 in the top of the 7th. Red Sox 3, White Sox 0 in the top of the 7th. Orioles 5, Reds 3 in the top of the 6th. And the Yankees up 6-4 over the Rays in the bottom of the 5th. Tigers defeated the Royals today 3-1. Cubs defeated the D-backs 6-2. Phillies over the Marlins 11-10. I already know that. I don't know why I scroll down and look. Oh, well. You may be a little behind. Yes. Thank you, Robbie. But also no. And it's cool. You could point that out. So, yes, MLB, they are, or the MLB game day. If you look closely, yes, I'm about 7-8 seconds behind that. So, I just have that there. So, you guys have something else you can look at. Other people just have their face. Like, they would have all this as the screen. And I, for one, want to spare you guys from looking at me as, I want to be as small as possible. I don't want you guys to look at this ugly thing, So I have some visual representation there. So yes, I am a little behind. I hope you'll bear with me there. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know. Just I do live in Texas again, so I don't know if that's just the connection or how far I am. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's why I will be a little bit behind when it comes to certain games. Our games, I'm ahead. But for the most part, I am behind, sadly. So in steps in Thomas. He's pinch hitting for Schneemann. And we do have Ferguson on the mound. At least we trust until the end. Yeah, no, we will be here. We will be here. And my cat is breaking through. It's 0-2 count here. I'm sorry. Just got to focus here now. 0-2 count from Ferguson. Thomas is batting 163 from the stretch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. 1-2 count. Thomas again pinch hitting for Schneemann. He was 1 for 2, and he scored a run. I guess they like the matchup on Ferguson. Here's the 1-2. And that one has popped up. Davis running back, but he's going to watch the ball land in the crowd. Again, Skenes went 7 full, only allowed 2 runs, but unfortunately, it's on the hook for the loss. So it's unbelievable. Typical Pirates. Typical. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as they were cutting back to the bat swinging, so I didn't quite see everything there. But that is out number 1. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I call random games. It's been mostly Pirates games, but I do take requests for other games. Here's Rocchio. He's 0 for 2. There's a curveball in there for strike 1. Looking forward, of course, in late August, September, football. I'm a big football fan, big Steelers fan. That is more my passion there. Here's the 0-1. And there's another swing and a miss. Strike 2. I think Ferguson hasn't allowed a run all year. I want to see if that was still. No, Ferguson has. So he's 0.87 ERA. I mean, he's been really good out of the pen. There's some trash on the field blowing. Here's the 0-2. That's low in the dirt. Luckily, there's no one on as that gets away from Davis. 1-2 count for Rocchio. I will be doing a NFL draft thing. I don't know if I'll get views for that, but we're going to do it anyway. We'll see how that goes. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be high for ball 2. Some of my buddies and I were talking, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and give that a shot. If there's no one there, just to say we did it, and we'll see how that goes. So you're more than welcome to. We can all be disappointed together. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside for ball 3. Maybe the Steelers make a good pick. I don't really know. I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing. From the stretch. I almost hit him. So he walked him as he stares at Ferguson. What is that about? What the heck? Ferguson's kind of looking back like, what the heck? Just staring at him for no reason. You're 0 for 2, buddy. You got to chill out. All right, that's going to bring in Stephen Kwan. He's 1 for 3 today with an RBI. 1 out, runner on first. And almost hits Quan. Okay, maybe Cleveland has a reason now. Oh my goodness. Gotta watch it there. Draft will be here in Pittsburgh next year. Exciting. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm thinking a great time to get Arch, but I don't know if we'll be that high. Here's the 1-0 to Quan. Going to be a curveball in there for strike one. Yeah, I don't really know. I wish I could foresee what Pittsburgh would do. I don't know. 1-1 count to Quan. He's 1 for 3 again. Runner on first. And he's taken off to second. He does indeed take second, no problem, as that was a wild pitch. So the Guardians move a runner to scoring position once again in the top of the 8th, 1 out. All is, I don't want Rogers as the QB. I know there's a lot of that in the fan base. A lot of people definitely don't. Here's Quan. Oh, he singles into the outfield. He's rounding third. Oh no, he's going to go back to third. So we have runners on the corners for as there's 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Man, the freaking Guardians, man, they're gonna add another run, aren't they? Well, that's going to bring up Nolan Jones. He's 2 for 3 on the day, batting 174. But again, we're making him look like he's batting 400. There's the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. See, the thing with Rogers, I actually don't mind, only because, if he were our quarterback, only because it would just change things up to where anything would be possible with him, because we could go 3-14, which gets us into that number 1 pick territory next year. Or, if same old happens, whatever, we lose first round or don't make the playoffs. Or, I don't know. I just think that opens up a wide spectrum for Pittsburgh rather than the consistent middle. That's where I'm at with him. Yeah, he's a goofball. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside for ball 2. He's definitely a me guy, which is not what you want out of your quarterback. But just the fact that the wild card of anything could happen, I'm willing to take that risk, is what I guess that's where I'm getting at. Just to change it up. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in there for strike 1. And obviously it'd be 1 year. There's no way we can do a 2-year deal with Rogers. Oh, there's no way. One and done, please go home. That'd be the way I'd do it. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be high for ball 3. Guardians threatening to score here. Runners on the corners, 1 out. They wouldn't let Eli go to the Chargers. They would never let Archie go to the Steelers. No, they would. He would go to the Steelers. Here's 3-1. That one is chopped foul. I don't know, Pittsburgh. What do you think? Rogers 300. I know. Oh, trust me, I know. I just think, again, if he's there, though, we could get the number 1 pick. And I would want Arch if that were the case. But again, the only thing is Arch coming out? I don't know. So that's another risk. Here's the 3-2. That one is once again fouled back. So quite the battle here. Again, the Guardians have a runner on third. They have runners on the corners. And Bednar is warming up in the bullpen. Full count here to Jones. That's going to be low in the dirt. Ball 4. He walked him. And that's going to load the bases. And that's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. Waste of time and money. We are not built to win this year. Not with Tomlin's coach. The Mannings are smarter. We might be right about that, Trisk. Waste of time. I get it. Look, if we don't get him, I'm not going to be mad about it. With the way, I don't know. I'm just tired of being in the middle. I'm sick of being in the middle. There has to be something's got to change. If we go again 9-8, 10-7 again, lose first round, get blown out in the first round, I'm just it's another year just wasted. Like it's been like that for forever. I don't know. I want something. I need something to change. Something's got to change. I'm tired of same old. That's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 3. That pitch is right down the middle for strike one. Jose Ramirez career with the bases loaded, 291 average, 6 home runs, 103 RBIs. Ramirez, fly ball to center. Camanero's running, makes the catch. He's throwing home. And Camanero throws it straight into the ground. What was that? That runner tags up easily. Canario. It's Canario. I hope they show another replay of this. So he pretty much was running. Again, it's hard play. On the ground. He throws it pretty much straight to the freaking ground. Unbelievable. I was heading straight down as soon as it left his hand. So the Guardians are now up 3-0. Runners on first and second. In steps in Manzardo, who had the home run earlier on Skenes, and Quan steals third as I'm talking about it. And we have sell the team chant, so Pittsburgh, you might want to get on that again. It is loud now. I don't know if you can mute that. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And the announcers got quiet too. It's like they want you to. Oh, Pittsburgh got to tell Greg Brown he's got to keep talking. He can't just let the silence. Wow, that's pretty crazy. 1-1 count. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 2. 2-1 count to Manzardo. Again, he did homer earlier. I believe it was last inning. From the stretch. That's going to be in. No. It's going to be low for ball 3. It's still manageable, and that's what Greg is saying, but yeah, they are in danger. 3-1 count to Manzardo, and he fouls this one back. Strike 2. The runner was going, but unfortunately for them, it was a foul ball. Unfortunately for us, I'll give him a call. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, man, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see some change just everywhere. Baseball, football. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Guardians add another run there as the score is now 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. And this score roundup here around the league is brought to you by Dr. Delay. That's me. Feel free to subscribe. Mariners, Blue Jays 3-3, bottom of the 10th. They are in extras. Mets up 2-0 over the Cardinals in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers 3, Rangers 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Nationals up 12-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Pardon me. Again, geez, White Sox, Red Sox 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Orioles up 5-4 over the Reds in the bottom of the 6th. And the Yankees are up 6-4 over the Rays. As for other games, the Royals won 3-0. Oh, wow, I don't know the scores. I'm an idiot. Tigers won 3-1 over the Royals. Cubs defeat the D-backs 6-2. And again, the Phillies won against the Marlins 11-10. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I am a Pittsburgh fan. I do a lot of Pittsburgh games. And again, I can do other games too. Do other sports, not just baseball. When college basketball's here, I'll try to cover Pittsburgh Panthers. College football, try to cover Pittsburgh Panthers as well. Steelers, I want to do as many Steeler games as possible. The problem with that is that there's this YouTuber called, you guys all know him, probably, Urinating Tree. He does the Steelers games. So I would pretty much be left with the scraps. I don't know. So I'm going to be weighing my options. But if I don't know, I'll give it a shot, though. I'll give it a shot. And if we don't get the views, then I might have to go to other games on Sunday. So I don't know. We'll see. But I do cover. Again, I'll be broadcasting pretty much a plethora of different sports and different teams. If Roethlisberger was on the Pirates, they might have a chance. Well, unfortunately, the clutch quarterback is not on the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz steps in here. He's facing a lefty. 0-1 count. Now is a big swing and a miss. That Steeler guy. Urinating Tree. He does swear a lot. He does. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball one. But some people like that, I mean, I'm subscribed to him. I like it. I watch his weekly wrap-ups all the time, and there's a lot of language, but yeah, he's funny. He's good at what he does. He's really good at what he does. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Who? Oh, yeah, you're very funny. Urinating Tree. It is an interesting name. Of course, I don't know if Pittsburgh Dad does that too. I'm not a Pittsburgh Dad fan. Here's the 1-2. Chopper to the pitcher. Throws on the first, round number one. My dad loves Pittsburgh Dad. Oh my gosh. Big Pittsburgh Dad fan. Think that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Me, he's alright, I guess. But I don't know. Pittsburgh Dad. But Triskaideka likes him a lot. So we do have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th as we head to another commercial there. Urinating Tree. Yeah, I know. Are you actually playing with me? No, that's literally... No, he actually... I swear. There's no way... Well, if you don't, it's fine. It's whatever. But no, he's a YouTuber. He's a big Steelers fan. He does the Steelers games pretty much. He's the big Steelers guy. We really used to be the city of champions. Haven't sniffed a championship in a decade plus, SMH. Still love my city, though. Yeah. No, I mean, literally, I'm watching a Pirates game, and we're 8-13. We're about to be 8-14. But we're all here. It's just the way it works. We're loyal. And the same with the Steelers. Obviously, I'm sick and tired of that crap. I was born in 96, and I grew up watching, the Super Bowl teams, the potential dynasty. We beat the Packers in 2010. That you could call that a dynasty. It'd be 3 in, 5 or 6 years there. Obviously, ever since then, it's been But, yeah, no, I mean, we'll still be here, but, at what point do we just need to... I don't know. If the Steelers, they need to adapt to the new NFL to an extent. I still want to keep that tradition, but I don't know. You can't win with defense anymore. Pittsburgh, you have to check it out. Pittsburgh, Triskaideka loves this guy. Oh my gosh, you don't have to promote Pittsburgh Dad. You have to. No, you don't have to, Pittsburgh. You don't have to. You don't have to. Trust me, you don't have to. You can. It's fine. But you don't have to. He's all right. But anyway, so I don't know. We'll see if I cover. People go to him to watch the Steelers games. That pitch is inside for ball one. This is Brian Reynolds at the plate. I will give it a shot. If we get some decent viewers, then we'll do it. I just may have success with other teams, is what I'm saying. Here's the 1-0. That one is called a strike on the outside part of the plate. I can't wait for the schedule. Oh, man. I don't. Whatever. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be high for ball two. I'm not looking forward to the season, but I am looking forward to see who we're playing. I know who we're playing, but at when? I already get the game. Like, oh, we're playing CBS. Do we get Iron Eagle? We're getting Jim Nance. Well, we haven't really gotten him in a while. Here's the 2-1. Reynolds chops this one to first as he just walks it to the bag for out number 2. So the Pirates just struggling here. It's been a disastrous performance for the Pirates offense. And I kind of had a feeling this would happen. You know, it kind of was like this for a few, for that, I believe the first year with A.J. Burnett. Like, Burnett would pitch great, but we'd give him no support. He actually, I think he had a losing record despite having like a really great ERA with Pittsburgh. I can look that up maybe a little bit after the stream here, after the game. That one's going to be outside ball 1. This is Cabrian Hayes. He's 1 for 3 today. Here's the 1-0. It's going to be outside for ball 2. And thank you everyone for watching today. I do appreciate it. If you didn't subscribe, that's okay. Be awesome if you did. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there for a called strike. Just promise me, though, if you didn't subscribe today and you're still watching, that next time we cross paths, you got to subscribe. I think that's fair. It's meant to be if we cross paths once again. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pack it up. They're ready to go for dinner with, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are ready to go. They're ready to get out of there. What trophy wives, though? Like, seriously, these bums. Here's the 2-2 to Hayes. Big swing and a miss on a ball way outside. Come on. Cabrian's looked really good at the plate today, but there he just kind of, I think he kind of just threw it in the bag there. So we head to the top of the 9th. Your score, Guardians 3, Pirates 0. Jeez. It's not going to be my final update since we'll be headed to the bottom of the 9th. But here we go. Mariners, Blue Jays 3-3 in the top of the 11th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Rangers in the top of the 9th. Mets up 3-0 over the Cardinals as they head to the top of the 9th. White Sox, Red Sox 3-3 in the top of the 8th. Nationals up 12-4 over the Rockies at the bottom of the 7th. Orioles 5, Reds 4 in the top of the 7th. And the Yankees are up 6-4 over the Rays. Games that have finished, same old, same old. Tigers defeating the Royals 3-1. Cubs defeating the D-backs 6-2. And the Phillies defeating the Marlins 11-10. Again, folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I cover random games. As many Pirates games as possible. But again, I can cover other games, of course. If you guys are also basketball fans, I will be doing my best to cover as many NBA Finals games as possible. As well, I do cover UFL games. I'm uncertain. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be able to make that one due to family engage. I will be doing stuff there with the family. I just actually don't know what time that is, actually. But I will try. If you guys are UFL fans, then great. I do cover those as well. Tomorrow is uncertain. What do we got? Tomorrow at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. I could possibly do it. All right. David Bednar is out there for the 9th. And normally, you would think we would be up 3-0. But we are down 3-0. Bednar is just going to see if he learned anything in AAA. Here's the first pitch to Santana. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Definitely subscribe. Looking forward to more of your content and calling of games. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's a shame we couldn't win today. Of course, you never know. Bottom of the 9th could be exciting. That one's outside for ball 2. Looking at the numbers, Bednar, 27 ERA. Pitched in 3 games, 1 inning. So here's the 2-0. And Santana crushes this one. But this one is going to be foul. Did that go into the river? They didn't show the river cam. Oh, my gosh. That one was crushed. Oh, my gosh. 2-1 count to Santana. That can't feel good if you're Bednar. And Santana sends this one to center. And Canario is there to make the catch. The throw after is not straight into the ground this time. If it were, well, I don't know what to tell you. One out here. It's going to bring up Josh Naylor. Bo Naylor. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today, batting .205, OPS of .672. Here's the pitch. Curveball. That's going to be high for ball one. One 0 to Naylor. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. Naylor again, he did reach base earlier in this one with a walk. Here's the 1-1. That one is ripped hard foul. So, I mean, I don't know how to really look at it, but I'm just saying that the foul balls have been crushed. So, his stuff is still hittable. I don't know what's going on with David. It's been a rough about year and a half now. Here's the 1-2. And that one's hard hit to second. Gets past Frazier. As that gets to Reynolds, and he's going to throw it into second. Naylor stops at first. And he hears some boos. Sell the team. Oh, yeah, Frazier, he had plenty of time. I mean, I understand it was hard hit, one hopper there, but Frazier didn't even have to move. All right, one runner on. Here's Martinez. He's 0 for 3 today. That's going to be low for ball one. So the Pirates broadcast is saying it's going to be an error. I don't know about MLB yet. We'll Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Let's see. This thing might have froze, so I do apologize. This game day is pretty good, but for the most part, it's pretty good, but sometimes it'll. So, yeah, no, it's just frozen. 1-1. And that one finds the gap in between second and short. And we have two runners on here in the top of the ninth. First and second, Bednar. Not exactly looking like he's happy right now. That's going to bring up Thomas, and we do have a mound visit. I don't know if this is just Henry Davis talking with him right now, saying, hey, this is what we're going to do, David. David's like, all right, we're good. David gives the okay. Grabs the hat like Garrett Cole did in that video where he had his sticky hands. Not accusing David of anything at all. That one is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Thomas. He's 0 for 1 today. He had a strikeout last inning. And a 159 on the year. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be on the outside corner, strike two. No water in that. 0-2 count. My voice is starting to give out. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be high for ball one. 1-2 count to Thomas. Been a pretty boring game for the most part, especially if you're a Pirates fan. If you're a Guardians fan, he had a great time. 3 runs here. It's not great, but it's more than the Pirates. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big curveball there. Sweeping curve. That's going to bring up Rocchio. He's 0 for 2 with the walk. And remember, he stared down Ferguson whenever Ferguson pitched high and inside of him. That's going to be a curveball, backdoor curveball. Gets the call there. So that moves the count to 0-1. 0-1 here to Rocchio. Again, runners on first and second. 2 out. The pitch inside, ball 1. 1-1 count here, top of the 9th. Guardians again up 3-0. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. And Class A is up in the bullpen for the Guardians, so they're looking at bringing in their star closer. Bottom of the 9th would be a really tough task for the Pirates. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 97 on the gun. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. We are winding down here. Just need to sign Trevor. I mean, I agree. Why not? Here's the 2-2. Right down the middle. I don't know what Rocchio was looking for, but I don't care. Strike 3. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. Your score is still 3-0. Can the Pirates come back? I wouldn't bet on it, but we've seen crazier. We really have. All right, in the bottom of the 11th, the Blue Jays are tied 3-3 with the Mariners. In the bottom of the 8th, we have the Red Sox and White Sox tied at 3 apiece. In the top of the 8th, we have the Yankees up over the Rays 6-4. In the bottom of the 7th, we have the Nationals up 12-6 over the Rockies. In the top of the 7th, we have the Orioles up 5-4 over the Reds. We do have some games that ended here. As usual, we have the Tigers again defeating the Royals 3-1. The Cubs did defeat the D-backs 6-2, and the Phillies defeated the Marlins 11-10. But the other two games, Mets over the Cardinals 3-0, and the Rangers rally in the bottom of the 9th to defeat the Dodgers 4-3. So that's good. I don't care for the Dodgers at all. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I cover random games, baseball, football, basketball to an extent. Again, I'll give the NBA a shot. Did enjoy college. I don't know. I feel like I'll enjoy college a lot more than the NBA, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I like it. Again, you can recommend games too. Just subscribe and leave a comment underneath one of the videos, any video really I have. It can be a comment right now in the chat. And if I'm able to cover it, if I'm not working, I will cover that game. Just for shock value, get some media attention. Because, oh, brother, we stink. Yeah, it'd be nice. I bet Paul Skenes would like it. Honestly, I bet Paul Skenes would love it. So we just gotta appease him. That's really what we gotta do. Just make him happy. Maybe he'll overlook how bad we are. I don't think so, but I don't know. I think they'd get along. All right, Manuel Valdez, Tommy Pham, and Adam Frazier are due up. I don't know if that'll be the case. They may pinch hit here. Class A normally is really good, but right now he has a 6.48 ERA. In steps in Valdez. That one's going to be high and inside. Ball 1. Hey, man, first time here, and I really enjoyed it. You do a really good job. I look forward to the next Pirates broadcast. I subscribe, so hope to get the notification. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. If you're off, I will see you around. Valdez breaks his bat. That one is fouled off. Oh, my gosh. But if you got to go, hey, I totally understand. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the subscription. And, yeah, I will do another Pirates game for sure. This is what I do for the most part. But, again, I do try to get in other games if possible. But Pirates are indeed the number one priority for sure. So, yep, we have a new bat for Valdez. 1-1 count. I say is one of the league's best. He's struggled this year, but it is early in the season, so way too early to say anything about being washed or whatnot. Here's the 1-1. Valdez hits this one in between the gap in center and left. He's definitely going to get 2 here. Yes, his helmet falls off like everyone else's. Oh, he's going to third. Can he get there? He slides, and he's got it. Lead off triple. Triple to start the first. No! They're calling him out! Did he take his hand off the bag? And now he's all of a sudden hurt. No way! What happened? Shelton's out now. He's talking. I'll be here till the end hoping for a comeback. Well, I thought we were about to, but now we have we had a triple, and now he was safe and then he was out. I don't know. Now we have a challenge. I can't believe what just happened. Did he take his hand off the bag? I mean, the first sign was safe. So that is clear as day. I didn't see him take his hand off. They are booing, but I don't know if they're booing the call or they're booing the player. I can't tell at this point. This is how what we've been through as a Pirates fan. So what we're waiting for an announcement. I'm not too sure. That was exciting, but dang it. Would have loved for him to. So Pittsburgh is challenging the out call. I guess we're going to wait and see. Will we get confirmation? Valdez kind of size. Okay, so he's safe. He's clearly initially good. And then he comes off the bag. He comes off the bag, but then he gets back into the bag at first. Okay, so he slides, overslides, and then he's reaching back. Oh, wow. So he was safe initially. He put his hand up to call for time, and he probably should have used the other hand to call for time. Oh my gosh. So he uses the hand. The hand is on the bag. He's asking for time, and that's when he's tagged. He should have probably, of course, I think he was injured. They are saying he is out. He is out. He was asking for time because his left shoulder was the one that was injured, I'm assuming. Circus out there, love the effort, but come on, man, play like this the whole game. No kidding. Greg Brown and Neil Walker are ticked. So we are down to our last 2 outs, and steps in Tommy Pham. Unbelievable, man. Just keep your hand on the bag. The play, it's going to be over soon, man. Whatever. Here's the 1-0 to Tommy Pham. This is the Pirates. Pham sends this one to center, and what would be a sacrifice fly is just out number 2 instead of 1. And they are booing, and then they cut the booing. They cut the booing, Mike. They cut the crowd, Mike. Bro. And again, like a heads-up play by Ramirez to like keep his eye on Valdez. Like, seriously. Oh, my gosh, man. That brings up Adam Frazier as everyone's leaving. Grounder to short. Throws on to first for out number 3. And the crowd is letting them hear it. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible way to end the game. Jeez. Sell the team. Sell the team. You know, obviously you don't need to chant. I'm just saying what they're chanting. If you want to chant in your house or wherever you're watching, you can do that. I don't know if it would be heard. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. The Guardians win 3-0. So the Guardians move to 11-9. The Pirates will fall to 8-14. And again, thank you everyone for watching. Feel free to subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. I promise. I did the research. I searched for hours. If they subscribe, will they pay? No, you don't. It's free. So it shouldn't hurt you to do it. Again, I call as many games as possible. Catch you the next time, champ. Have a great night. You too, man. Thank you very much. Reynolds Stevens. That's what I call you. Reynolds. That's what I'm seeing. Wow, I know, Pittsburgh. I can't believe it. Yeah, I call as many random games. You can check you don't have to look at the feeds or my you don't have to watch the actual video, but look at what I've done. You can see what the games I call it the games. But that's what this channel is going to be, and see how it goes. But I'll stay until you guys are done chatting. If there's no more chats, then I will probably head out. And again, we can just chat about whatever. It's fine. I don't mind hanging around. But for the most part, you guys got to go. You guys have a great day. You really, thank you again, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate it. But yeah, that was a pathetic way to end the game. That really was. So bad. So Skenes is going to get the loss. Skenes will have a 2.87 ERA, and he's a 2-2 record. Bednar lowers his ERA to 13.5. Ooh. Ferguson's ERA rises to 1.64. So, yeah, again, not really much to brag about on the Pirates. I mean, Cruz was 1 for 3 at the walk. I'd say that was our best performance at the plate today. No McCutcheon today. That was sad. Thanks, man. Enjoy the day. You too. Appreciate it, man. And I can stay for a little bit if anyone wants to talk about whatever sports related. But, yeah, the game is over, so I'm just going to chill until the chat is pretty much no one's talking. Then I'll cut it. Then I will cut the feed. But yeah, what a game. What a game for us to. We look like the Pittsburgh Pirates today for sure. That was quite the performance. That is the Pirates. Yeah, no, we looked exactly like how people think of the Pirates today. That's it. This is a Pirates performance. I got to call it. I picked a good one, huh? I picked a good one to call. Yeah, that's sad. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than it was just disappointing. But all right, guys. Yeah, you guys go ahead. You guys have a good one. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and go now because, again, I don't want to. I could pad the stats a little bit with the watch time, but yeah, it's fine. I got to earn it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Again, make sure to subscribe. Doesn't cost a thing, I promise. Promise. And I'll see you in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Peace.